Well, I guess setting up my tent for the first time is out today. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Having a nice snowy day here in Northern Virginia, so I figured it would be a perfect time to bring you the intermittent wiper mod. Okay, everyone, so I do have a TRD off-road. Mine is a 2014, and they all do come with the intermittent wiper switch feature. To my knowledge, I believe the only Tacomas that do not, at least for the second gens, are the base models and maybe the SR5s. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. I see a lot of people asking about the intermittent switch, so this is a very easy install. The hardest part about this by far is just getting the plastic cover pieces off of your steering wheel column, but once you get that off, it's all downhill. I will go ahead and link to where you can get one of these below. It is a genuine Toyota product. They're not cheap, but they're not super expensive, so you just have to decide if this is something that drives you crazy, because where I live we don't get a ton of rain, and I use the intermittent feature way more than I do the low or the high. So if this is for you, stay tuned. And aside from the intermittent switch, the only thing you'll need to do this are a pair of long needle nose pliers, some of the nice trim tools so you don't scratch your plastic, and a Phillips and flathead screwdriver. You can see right here on either side, here's the one on the right side of the steering column, there are two Phillips head screwdrivers. So to remove these, you just have to cock the wheel till it reveals one, remove that one, and then turn the wheel the opposite way, you can see, until you get access to the other one. Removing this plastic piece is sort of a pain. I found the easiest way to get it started is you can take your left hand and grab underneath. It's a little hollow, and it sort of starts pulling apart here at the seam, and then you can take your trim removal tool and sort of get it in there and sort of pry it loose. Again, I'd use one of these instead of a screwdriver because this will not scratch the plastic where a screwdriver will, even though most of this is obviously covered by the steering wheel 99% of the time anyway. So once you get it loose on this side, do the same on the opposite side. And once I have it loose here on the driver's side, as well as the passenger side for the two pieces, go ahead and turn the truck off, since the key will be in the way here if you had it on to turn the steering wheel. Turn the truck off, go ahead and put the steering wheel as high up as it will go, and then this should be loose enough right here. You can see I'm going to leave the top piece where it is, and this bottom piece you can sort of just jiggle it out. I know it's dark, hopefully you guys can see. Right there in the middle is a tab holding the top piece of the steering panel down, so go ahead and take your needle nose pliers and pinch that, and this whole top piece should come loose after that. Okay, you can see I have both panels out. I'm just going to leave this one hanging right here on the height adjustment, because you sort of have to move it around anyway, and that's sort of a pain. So the hardest part of this install is done, is just getting this plastic off or out of the way enough to actually work on this. So here is the intermittent switch. With your truck on again, go ahead and turn it so you have access to everything. You are going to go ahead and remove these two plugs. Both of these are white. There's one right there on the right, and then the other on the left. And then we will actually take the switch off. Next, you just have two tabs to actually remove this whole switch. The first, if you're looking at it from the side, is right here on the bottom, this hook, so you can just pull that down and it will release the bottom. Obviously don't pull too hard, you don't want to snap any of this stuff. The second one, again, this is why it's important your steering wheel is out of the way, is actually right here in the middle of the assembly. So you're going to push that out and the whole thing should come free. And there you have it. Okay, so like I mentioned before, I already have the intermittent switch. You can see it right there, that INT. So if you are replacing your one that, I would imagine it looks just like this, it just has the off, low, and high, and then the mist at the top, then all you're really going to do is reverse all the steps. It will plug right in, two tabs connect, then you're going to go ahead and attach these at the bottom and just work backwards, and probably, again, getting these panel pieces back on will be the most difficult part, but it is literally plug and play, so that is nice. So if this is something that sort of gets on your nerves, because I use my intermittent wiper feature probably way more than just the regular like low or high, because in Northern Virginia it really doesn't rain enough to use that, so I like the intermittent feature. And it's probably something I would look into doing if my truck did not already come with it. Alright everybody, that does it for this video. Thank you for stopping by. If this is a mod you're thinking about doing yourself, go ahead and comment below, let me know what you think. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, give the video a like. Enjoy your snow day, and I will see you in the next video.